Now, the controversy surrounding Prince Harry's upcoming book continues to make headlines this morning with reports that, well, he and Meghan could be about to lose their titles. Royal editor Russell Myers is here. Now, of course, they've left the institution.
Yes.
So if they lose their titles, surely it's no big deal.
Well, so what? You would assume, but Harry and Meghan seem to have a knack of sort of marketing themselves as royal, and I think that's one of their big associations, that they still need to be involved within the royal family, but not. They wanted to be in and out, didn't they?
Yeah.
And
can't
yet,
really
you know, we saw them over in the UK just recently, unfortunately for the Queen's funeral. Will we see them again? Your guess is as good as mine at the moment, but it seems as though they're causing quite a lot of ructions. And why is this? It's because, you know, they're still talking about their mistreatment, and we all know how they all felt, but they're still talking about it, aren't they?
Yes, very much so, and it's not going to stop, is it? Because this book is coming out, and there have been suggestions that maybe Prince Harry might come over here to promote it. I doubt that.
I very much doubt it.
I doubt that. I think people will go to him, because it's his friend, not Tom Bradbury, who did the...
Yes.
He did the interview with Meghan, didn't he?
In the ITV
But I would imagine that if, you know, he'll choose whoever he wants to talk to, and they'll go to him.
Well, listen,
I would think.
Whatever happens, everybody around the world is going to be talking about it. We're already talking about it. Of course, we had the revelation of the book called Spare.
See, I thought that was somebody being cruel.
Well, I thought it was a meme when I first saw it.
I saw it online and I thought,
yeah.
that's a bit mean to do that. And I thought, oh, my God, that's
well, it's, of course, in reference to the heir and the spare, which is what Princess Diana had sort of coined the term, and sort of rather unkindly. He'd always felt that it was a bit of a slur that he wasn't comfortable with, and yet here we are. This is going to be the title of his long-awaited memoir. So I don't think he will. There's some reports over the weekend whether he will come to the UK to do sort of some big book tour. You know, if he did, security would be hugely tight. You imagine it's a big concern for them being over in the UK. We had the unfortunate, tragic incident with Salman Rushdie being stabbed in New York, and so you would imagine the security that would come with Prince Harry would be absolutely huge. So let's see what happens. I mean, there's a lot of things happening with this book. We can't wait for the extracts to come out. I mean, it's not going to come out till January. Some reports over the weekend that he'd been asking ex-girlfriends to be involved, and they had politely declined, I'm told. So,
really?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's going to be very, very messy. Whatever happens with this book, there's going to be some a lot
it's
of...
It's just sad, isn't it?
It is quite sad.
I think it is. And, you know, for a mega deal like that, I mean, how much did he get?
Well, he's got £36 million. So £20 million down payment. The book deal is for 3 books. I mean, after the first one, I can't imagine that there'll be much to say, but let's wait and see.
Having said that, though, you have to give him kudos, because he has given some of it to charity.
He has indeed.
Some really good charities as well.
Yes.
So that's great. I know there's a charity in Africa very close to his heart in Botswana. So that's brilliant that he's doing that. But at the same time, for that sort of money, they aren't going to just want some kind of psychobabbly.
No. They are going to want, you know, Penguin Random House you would think, are going to want their pound of flesh.
I would think so.
You know, let's see what happens with it.
It's going to be very, very, very bizarre, isn't it? That's the thing when you do these mega deals. You've got to...
You've got to talk.
you do. And, of course, something that is happening very soon is The Crown.
Yes.
Of course, Harry's got this big mega deal with Netflix as well, and The Crown... I think it's brilliant. It's beautifully done, but it's not a documentary.
Well, it isn't, no.
But it is so well done.
Well, again, more controversy always with the royals, but this time with Netflix, and a lot of people saying that it should come with some sort of health warning. There's a lot of issues about the sort of messages that they were putting out with it. It's a drama based on historical facts, as we all know. A lot of people getting very excited. But this series is certainly the most controversial yet. I mean, certainly we're looking at the relationship between King Charles, or Prince of Wales, it was then known, and Princess Diana, the fractiousness of that relationship, and rather excruciatingly, I'm sad to say, is that the Charles and Camilla's relationship is picked apart. And do you remember the private phone conversations that were leaked, tampon gate that came out?
My toes were curling.
Absolutely. And I think, you know, we can all say it's rather embarrassing, perhaps a bit unfair. But on a lighter note, I have an exclusive clip for you. This is from the new series, so let's take a look. She's going to be fantastic.
I think so. Well, yeah. Prince Charles probably not going to come out of this particularly
No, I can't imagine
well.
so. I mean, it's unfortunate because I think there is a groundswell of sort of public support for the royals at the moment, and certainly with him, starting off his new legacy. But let's wait and see, because I can't wait to watch it.
Oh, well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
We're all going to be
Well,
watching it, aren't we?
will.
Because
Yeah,
it's so
Yeah,
beautifully
so
shot and
cool.
well done, and amazing actors in it, of course. Now, what royals can do best, I think, and we've talked about this before, is shine a light on something that really needs to be aired.
Yes.
It really does. I mean, we saw Harry and Meghan do that in South Africa so beautifully before it all got overtaken by events. And Catherine, Princess of Wales, did just that, didn't she?
Yes, well, it's sort of entering a new era, not just for the King, but also with William and Kate, Prince and Princess of Wales. What are they going to do? How will they use this new platform? But what I like about them is that they're still keeping sort of the old faithfuls, the real bedrocks of what they are and comfortable with.
Yeah.
And this week is Addiction Awareness Week, and it's something that Kate has done, fantastically well, taking it on from Diana, really. I mean, Diana did a lot of things with addiction and that sort of group of society that's often overlooked, really. And she was speaking over the weekend about the fact that there's, a stigma attached to addiction and a shame that people shouldn't feel. And it was all up to us as a society to take care of those people. And let's take a look at what she had to say.
I have met many people who suffered from the effects of addiction. Attitudes to addiction are changing, but we're not there yet. I want to share a message of support to those who are continuing to suffer. Please know that addiction is not a choice. No one chooses to become an addict. I want you to know that this is also a serious health condition. Please do not let shame hold you back from getting the help you so desperately need.
Do you know what? To hear her saying that makes a massive difference. It really does. It's like those moments when Princess Diana shook the hands of someone who had AIDS, and that was a huge deal because there was so much misconception over that. And there is the same with addiction.
It is,
good
and
for her.
It brings it into the mental health awareness sphere as well, which they have done so fantastically well. And people may say, how will they know the scourges of society in this sense by living in palaces? But as you rightly say, it's up to them to shine a light on these these issues in society.
No, it's very good. Now, look, there's been another popularity poll.
Yes.
Who is celebrating and who is crying?
OK, let me give you a quick rundown, because I love these polls. Over 1,000 Brits have been surveyed, and as I said, the royals are enjoying a bit of a wave of popularity. But who do we think is on top? Well, at number one, we have Prince William. He's coming in with a 69% favourability rating. Number two, we have, of course, Princess Kate, Princess Catherine following up, and Princess Anne takes the third spot.
I knew you would be. I am so happy about this because I think she's great.
She is fantastic.
She takes no... I was going to say something naughty there. She takes no nonsense. I'll say nonsense. But she doesn't. But she works so hard and she makes a difference. She does. She's not the most glamorous.
No.
She's never wanted to be.
No.
I think she's worn the same hat.
Yes, and carries her own bags. But nice
years.
to see her getting the recognition on the podium.
Good. So 1, 2, 3, and who's at the bottom?
Well, who do you think?
It's got to be Andrew, right? Yeah. It's got to be Andrew.
It's not good for him.
Yes, not at all. There he is, looming again over me. Thank you very much, Russell.